Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Quick Clean Eats. On today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to make Ahi Tuna Crudo. Very simple, very easy appetizer, or it could be an entree. Depends on how big of a portion you use. So stay tuned, I'm going to be showing you how to do that right away. Okay, so Ahi Tuna Crudo is a new appetizer on my menu, and it's very light, so I figured it would go in tune with the whole idea of quick, clean eats, because it's very light and it's very nutritious. So I hope it'll be easy for you guys to follow this recipe. So all I'm going to do is take a 4-ounce piece of Ahi tuna. This is sushi grade Ahi tuna. You can get this at any store around, but you want sushi grade. So we're going to take the tuna, take a very sharp knife, and just slice it very thin as you can get it. I'm trying to go very thin because it's going to be a lot easier to eat. So I'm slicing it, as you can see, and setting it aside because I'm going to use it to build my plate as I go. So this, again, Ahi Tuna Crudo is almost like a take on ceviche or even like a sushi because it's raw. I mean, there's no cooking to this at all. So now that I have that, I'm going to get my plate and I'm going to start putting my ahi on there. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to take a little lime juice. Fresh lime is what the city I'm using on it. I'm going to take a little kosher salt. And that's basically the crudo part. Now on this plate, I'm going to use a little pickled red onions, just for the presentation. This is going to give it a little sweetness because the onion's been pickled, so you're not going to get the tart of it, but you're going to get a little bit of sweetness. I used almost just about an ounce at the most. Then what I'm going to do is take some radish. This is watermelon radish, so you can see the color on this is beautiful. It'll go right in line with what I want for the presentation. So what I'm going to do is just simply stack it like this and julienne. This is going to give it a nice little texture because the radish is a little bit bitter. You got a little sweetness of the onion, so it kind of throws it off a little bit. You always want to play against your own flavors. So for this, all I need is just a little bit. So just a little bit of radish. Just goes like this. That was about maybe less than an ounce. Now for the sweetness, I'm going to use mango. This one I'm going to dice. So I took a little bit of a bigger slice out of it because I want some kind of texture on my cuts. So I'm going to go nice, like small dice to medium dice for the look of it. I only need a little bit. So now that I got it like that, I'm just going to drop it on the plate like so. Very abstract. Wherever it falls is where I'm going for it. I'm not trying to make it look perfect. You know, most of the plates that I do now don't have a rhyme or reason for the presentation. I just look at it and say, this looks pretty. So I use there maybe just a teaspoon. Now for the redness, I want some cherry tomatoes. These are very fresh from our local garden. So I'm just going to put some just like this. Then I'm going to take a cucumber. Cucumber and tuna go very well. For this one, I'm going to dice it also. So again, same thickness as the mango. I just need just a little bit. Another maybe just a tablespoon of diced cucumber. Not too much. Because you still want your center of the plate to overpower the rest. Just like that. That's enough. And then now for the finishing touch, I always add just a little avocado for the nice rich taste of it, almost like butter. I always think avocado reminds me a lot of butter because of the texture, the taste, the sweetness of it. This one I'm going to also do the same way. I'm going to dice it. Same thing, just drop. And that's it. You just need a little bit. It's very small portions on this plate because everything else is going to stand out. Now, just to finish off the plate, I'm going to take some of the little herbs we have around here just to dress it on the top. Because I didn't add any lettuce to this plate because I wanted to keep it as clean as I can. ¿Me puedo traer olive oil? Just like that. So I hope you can see how beautiful that looks. I'm just going to drizzle just a little aged olive oil on top. And then I'm going to take some sea salt. The crystals on this is bigger than the kosher that I used to season it with. I want it to stand out just a little bit more so we can get it to pop a little bit. So all you need is just like a teaspoon of it, just on top. You could also use colored sea salt. So there you go. That is the Ahi Tuna Crudo. Now for a couple little tips. Instead of ahi, you can use a lot of different kind of seafood. I've done this plate with scallops, shrimp, even just different kinds of fish, even like a halibut or a sea bass, something really fatty, very clean flavors. So those are just a couple tips. So I hope you like this video. It was very quick, very easy, but it's more like an appetizer that you guys can use. As always, please hit subscribe, leave me any comments, any feedback for future videos that you would like to see. As always, now that we started this whole new thing, if you tag me and you can reproduce this plate on at Chef Jesse Q on Instagram, I will repost you and I'll give you credit for doing the same kind of presentation I did. So thank you so much and stay tuned till next week for another episode. Thank you. Bye.